Okay, guys, welcome back to this is day two of the series I was doing backtesting 30 trades. And in the last video, we got two trades, which both was 1:6. And today we have one trade, which is 1:10. So today I just want to break down this how I got this trade. And I know the last video was kind of long, so I want to minimize this, make it a bit short than the last one. So yeah, plus I just want to appreciate the people who came in, took their time, watched the video, give a like, commented. Thank you so much for everyone who watched the video, and thanks so much for the people who subscribed too. So for a first video, I never thought I was gonna get that many views, but if you have value, a lot of people are gonna watch your stuff. Anyways, let's get down to business. So we're gonna start from the daily, like always. So from the daily, as you guys can see, we have this high that led to this low. Now we have a low, and then we have this low that led to this high, and then this high led to this over low, giving us a break over here. So, which means we have a supply zone. Okay, now we know price is not just gonna go down because of some break, and then we have some inducements down here. We have we have this lows inducement. So anyways, we have this low that led to this high that led to this low, and then this low that led to this overall high that caused this break, and this low that caused this break too. So let's keep on going. So we have another high, we have another low, and we have another high. So this high, this low that led to this high that caused the break of the previous high. So far, what do we know? We are bullish. Now we're just gonna chop down to the 4 hour and the daily. This was a break. Now, what can we see? Now we're just gonna take our fib tool from here, and I want to show you guys how I got this demand zone and how I knew price was gonna retrace from here. So we're gonna take our fib tool, and mostly 50% of the range usually is liquidity areas for retail traders. So as you can see now, we have breakout traders. So we have this high. Price came in, tapped, went down, tapped again. It was about to go down, but it broke. So this was support. Now support becomes resistance. Now price came in, tapped again, went up, and then finally breaking it. So we have the breakout traders who just got stopped out, and then we had this impulse candle that broke above this high, and then we have the candle prior to the impulse, which is this. So we mark that out, extend, and then we have this inducement down here, and we're just gonna check the 1 hour. As you guys can see, this was perfect because we had an order block down here too. So after that, we know price is gonna retrace from here. We're gonna go back to the 15 minute. We're gonna jump to the 15 minute. Now, mostly what you guys do is on the higher time frame, this is where we look for directions on where the market is going. If it's bearish, if it's bullish, if we're up, if we're going uptrend, if we're going downtrend, we check the higher time frame. Now from M15 to M1, that is where you take your execution. That's where you execute your trades and get trades from M15 to M1. So I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you this trade. So mostly what you guys do is if you can find the liquidity of the day, if you can find the inducement of the day, now you're gonna get your retracement. So as you guys can see, we had this low that led to this high that led to this overall low, causing a break here. And then we had the high, remember this high? We had the impulse candle somewhere here. So what do we have now? We had its low. Now price, as you guys can see, price came in, induced. So that means we're gonna go back up. Plus it hit our impulse candle, impulse entry, whichever. So what do? We have this high that led to this overall low that caused the inducement. Okay, and then we have this low that led to this high, which didn't lead to anything. We have this high that led to this low, which caused the break. This is inducement again in the market. So this low led to this overall high, which induced Asia high, this high, and gave us a break, gave us a change of character in the market. So what are we gonna look for in London? Obviously buyers, we're gonna look for souls. And we have this trend line up here, so I'm gonna show you, we're gonna get back to that. Let's delete this, okay. So sorry about that. Okay, let's continue. So that was the 5 minute. Let's check out the 1 minute, 3 minute. So we had the high that led to this low, that led to this high, causing a break here. So this is the high that induced the Asia high and gave us a break. So this high led to this over low, this low led to this high, giving us a break. And then if we just jump back down to the M1, you guys can see this low led to this high led to this low, and then so on so on. We have another break, and then this high led to this low. This low led to this high, and then this high led to this low. Now I want to show you guys uh, why we didn't take entry from here. Most people, like how most people do it. So let me just delete this. So as you guys can see, this is the high that induced the Asia high. Now, if we take the low to the high, 0.5%, 50% is here. Now, as you guys can see, we have breakout traders again. 50% usually, 50% of your dealing range sometimes is liquidity. So, as you guys can see, we had this high, one tap, came back down, two tap, it was about to go down and then broke and then came back down. Support becomes resistance. Now we went up, came back down, tap, up, came back down. As you guys can see, we have a tap with a wick, but it broke down. It broke below it. So I know we're gonna use this as liquidity to fill the price, to fill the market up, so that we can push back up. Now we had this imbalance in the M3, and then we had this low of the breakout traders. Breakout traders got stopped out. We took our trade from the inducement. As you guys can see, our target was the liquidity. So this is where I set my TP and my 50%. That's my 1:3. That's how I get my partials, if you guys didn't know. So that's my partials, just hit. And that's it. That's how I got this trade. Thank you so much. If anyone understood something, if you guys uh find something that I'm doing is wrong, or if you guys want to want to give me some advice or some teachings, I don't know. So you just drop down in the comment section. I know I'm kind of bugging, but It's just my English is not that good, so I'm trying my best here. So if you guys want to give me some information, if I did anything wrong, if you want to add some, if you want to teach me something, no problem. Happy to listen, happy to learn every time, every day. So thank you so much again if you watched this video too. So drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe. And if you wanna learn perfectly, like sometimes I do host a Zoom call in my Discord. So you guys can check out my Discord channel in my YouTube link. So that's it. Anyways, peace.